In this tutorial I will show you how to import a file in Adobe After Effects CS5 and how to make a new composition. So once you've opened Adobe After Effects CS5, this welcome will appear. Just close it. And first of all I will make a new composition. So click here on composition and new composition. Here we have some settings. The composition name by default is set to comp1. You can rename this composition and write anything you want here. Next you may set the preset. You can also, by clicking this button, delete the preset. Also you can make a custom one and select the width and the height. As you can see, you can lock the aspect ratio to 16.9. If you uncheck this box, the aspect ratio changes, as you can see there. Next I'll leave it to HDTV 1080, and the pixel aspect ratio can be changed here. By default is set to square pixels. Also you can adjust the frame rate from 8 to 60 frames per second. Resolution can be full, half, third, quarter, and you can custom the resolution. The start time code and the duration can be changed from here. I'll leave it just like here. And the background color, you can change the background color from the color picker. You can adjust these parameters here to change your color. By default is set to black. Let's go to the advanced tab. So the rendering plugin is advanced 3D. We have here some options, and we can preserve the frame rate and the resolution when nested. The motion blur, the shutter angle and the shutter phase, and other parameters here. Here is a little description. Once you've done this, click OK and the new composition will appear. As you can see here, we have a tab, the composition and the name of the composition. Notice that your whole project will be saved with the AEP extension. As you can see here, the untitled project.aep. Of course you can change this name, but the extension remains AEP. Okay, now that we have our composition, we have more buttons available in this menu. As you can see, we have the composition settings. We can change the settings anytime. As you saw in the first clip in this series, none of these buttons were available except the new composition. Once you start a new composition, there are several buttons available here. So we have the composition settings. We can set the poster time. We can trim comp to work area. We can add to render queue. We can preview a RAM preview with audio if you want. We can save the frame. You can save as Photoshop layers. You can make a movie from here. Okay, we can pre-render the movie, which I'll show you how to do it in a later clip, into another clip. You can save the RAM preview, and we have other two options here: composition flowchart and composition mini flowchart. As you can see, almost any of these options has a combination of hotkeys, so the options can be accessed more easily, of course, if you know all these hotkeys. Okay, the effects are still unavailable, so as the animation we have only 4 buttons available on the animation menu. Once we have our composition here, as you can see, here's the timeline, so it has only 30 seconds. I set to 30 seconds. We can change here the resolution. It's not necessary to go here on composition settings to set the resolution. Some options can be changed by here. So the resolution, you can change the zoom. By default it's set to fit on the screen. I can resize this window like I've showed you in the first clip. Okay, you can set other parameters here to fit your need. Also, you can take a snapshot by clicking this button here, and the snapshot will be saved. We have other camera here, the front, left, top, back, right and bottom, other three custom views. Okay, you can view the movie, you can set to view the composition to 1 view, 2 views horizontal, 2 views vertical, 4 views if you want, 1 bigger and other 3 smaller down here, and also you have the share view options. I'll let it to 1 view. Okay, you can you have here the timeline as I said. And here is the preview panel with play, pause, skip, previous frame, first frame, and the audio options, frame rate, resolution. Also you can change the resolution here, full screen, and other options. As you can see in the left panel, we have some details here. If you click on your composition here from this list, you can see up here the name of the composition, the resolution and frame rate, and also the duration. Okay, now I'll close this and I'll make a new project. I don't want to save any changes made here, and now I'll import the file. So click File, Import, and again File. Okay, browse for your video file. As you can see here, Adobe After Effects has a large variety of supported files. All acceptable files is set here. I will choose to take this little clip. Okay, once imported, the video is over here. Again, you can view the resolution, the frame rate, the duration, colors, H.264, and other details. And also here you can see the name of the movie, the file, the type, the size also, and the duration. If you double click on it, you'll see that the near the composition tab will open in another tab with this movie and with a little timeline here, so you can preview the movie here. Okay, you can set here the end point and the out point, and you can also take a snapshot, and you can view other things here. Now I will drag this file and drop it here onto this bottom panel. So as you can see, I have a few boxes here with options. Also the timeline is down here, and I can preview the movie. You can adjust the zoom to see the whole movie in its resolution, and you can preview it by holding up the space key and with the left button of the mouse just drag the movie to see it. I'll click again on fit, and you have here the audio buttons. From here you can go to any moment of the movie, so as here from the timeline. Okay, you can zoom in to the frame level or out. As you can see, you can navigate easily through your movie. If you set this to maximum, you can see the movie in frame by frame more easily. You can go at the beginning of the movie, and you can, as you can see here, there are the frames, the whole frames of your movie. I'll go to the original set. Okay, you can also see that the new composition tab filled up with composition EDCOM Corporation Beta 2, and of course you can close this and you can make a new composition with another movie. Set these options here, click OK, the new composition will appear, and you have to import another movie to this composition. Also, for deleting one of these files here or composition, just click on it and hit the delete key on your keyboard, and on this dialog click on delete. And also, for importing a file, you have the drag and drop options, so you can go to your folder where the file is, and then you can drag and drop your video file to After Effects. So I have a video here in the videos folder, this video, so I'll drag and drop it, and I want to import it to Adobe After Effects. So take the move file and drag it over here into this left panel, and then double click it. The movie will appear here, and also drag and drop it to the bottom panel to work with these buttons over here, which I'll present into another video tutorial. As you can see, the effects are now available: 3D channel, audio, blur and sharpen, and other great effects. Also, the layer menu has a lot of available buttons right now: mask, transform, frame, blending, pixel motion. Here we have a great option. We have the color correction, the color correction submenu, which is very used to correct the colors, and you can undo the apply effect if you don't like it. You can see here the history of the actions. So this was the second Adobe After Effects CS5 tutorial. I hope you like it. I forgot to tell you in the first tutorial, Adobe After Effects is one of the greatest programs for editing and creating movies and almost any video clips. You can insert a lot of effects. Also, this program has a lot of plugins that can be installed, and you can use them. You can install any compatible plugin and use it in your compositions. So thanks for watching, and be ready for the third tutorial about Adobe After Effects.